10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up? What's up? I don't do the all hail the knights at the gimmick table stuff. That's the Boogaloo
What's
thing.
up? What happened to Boogaloo? He got
surprise, mofos.
He just followed me everywhere.
Oh no!
You like herpes? You just won't go away.
You know what, Mega? You kind of, at least you kind of look. You and Louis both look alike. You know.
Well, a lot of people say that.
Bald-headed,
I do it.
Brothers.
We both, people hate. We both have people that both hate us. Whatever.
People hate
everybody. You know how it goes.
Well, welcome back, guys. This is the return of the Knights of the Gimmick Table. Normally, it'll be me, my brother Boogaloo, the Dead Presidents, and our new co-host, Kaide Lothbrok, down in the bottom down there.
Stockade. Fuck Kaide Lothbrok.
Stockade.
Kaide Lothbrok. I fucking hate that name.
I'm glad.
But today we got the King Mega joining us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We do appreciate you.
As Stockade likes to call me, the two-time NYWC Hall of Famer.
I like how you pulled that bullshit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I do. I do.
I feel like they just wanted to put you in, extra since you're brown, and they wanted.
They got to fill the quota.
I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with me and Louis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I am definitely raising that in person.
We definitely did our thing in that tag team division for a hot minute,
No doubt.
But I ain't really gonna complain. But
I would definitely.
I bet if I was lighter, if I looked a little bit more like Kaide Lothbrok,
I'll never be in, man.
No, not really. No, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to be me.
You want to do that.
Well, listen, I didn't say if I was. I said if I looked more like, or maybe if I was a little bit more jacked up.
I'll get in like the Warrior. I'll come back in. I'll cut a promo and I'll die the next day. That'll be my luck.
And the tag team he was in,
We got Pierce Dawson in the building. What's up, brother?
Oversee, what's up, brother? Let's get these sponsors up the way.
All right, let's pay some bills, guys. Sorry, I'm just so excited to be back with Knights of the Gimmick Table. So first thing up, I'm gonna let you do this one, Mega.
Yo, if you want to be a champion,
here we go. Like the two-time, two-time Hall of Famer King Mega.
Oh,
that wears
like your 2021 World Series champion out of the Braves, then go get yourself an arm sleeve at sleeves.com. Sleeves offers great quality products from arm sleeves, knee sleeves, headbands, tight joggers, socks, dirty boxes, and what I'm gonna use tonight, a long ass dick sleeve.
Yeah,
so if you or someone in your life,
dick sleeve right there, the one.
So if you or someone in your life is an athlete, then definitely check out sleeves.com. And for 10% off, enter our discount code at checkout, MWA Pod.
All right. And this one here goes out to you, Mega. HealthVape.com. Health Vape sells healthy vaping alternatives. All their products have no
nicotine.
No harmful or addictive chemicals. And they're vitamin infused. So as Alan Funk used to say, it's like smoking a Red Bull, guys. So make sure you pick yourself up some of their Vapor Pod products using our code MWA Pod for that 10% discount. Yo, if you don't want a health vape though, you can always get a free crack pipe thanks to our president.
There you go.
All right, without further ado, guys, oh wait, by the way, also my man Glenn did that intro video for us, so thank you, Glenn. Do appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
Shouts.
Thank
We
you.
do appreciate the video. You did a fucking great job. But without further ado, this guy that we're bringing on, Kaide can tell us a little bit about him. They spent some time together.
Yeah, this is my old tag partner. I think we all know him fairly well. Syther, dude's been doing his thing. He's one guy who knows more about wrestling than almost anybody. Trained over in with us at NYWC under Mikey, part of the Black Circle, 2-time NYWC tag champion, I believe.
Yeah,
Dude's
you
been
guys bit me in Guapo.
Yeah. Highlight of my career. Dude's been over to China, wrestling over in China. I think he trained people over in China, dudes. And now he's got his own wrestling school.
And they wrestled, Syther and Stockade wrestled me and Prince Nana. And you know how they beat us?
How?
He beat you?
Stockade gave me a fucking knee to the fucking temples.
You're damn right.
Did you knock him out legit?
Knock me the fuck out. Like this motherfucker.
Well,
listen, we're
Hey,
getting into that.
let's bring this guy in,
Bring him
man.
in.
I'm sorry.
There he
Fuck,
is.
man.
Look at this
Yo,
guy.
what that'll work. There he is. What's up,
There he is.
brother?
We almost forgot and left you over here in the
It's okay. You guys can
wings
just keep
waiting.
talking about me. I can just sit
just
here.
hype you up, right?
Listen.
There he is.
Caramel Latte, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Did we
Tough guy
beat
G28
we
Pop
beat King
6 up.
Mega and Prince Nada? I don't even remember that.
No, you
No, we
didn't.
did. We didn't.
Yeah,
We-
exactly.
no.
I do
Fucking
remember
good job to
some
us.
big idiot telling me to spear him outside of the ring and not catching me, but we won't touch that.
Who the fuck said that?
You!
Oh,
I never told you to spear me. outside
You
the
were like
ring.
spear you off the apron, and you wanted me to suicide dive, and you didn't do anything to catch me, and I crashed on the floor, and you're like another dead white boy. Check it off the list.
I probably did do that. I probably did that.
So what's going on, man? How is you guys are all in Florida? I'm in New York. It sucks. So how's
Yeah,
Florida?
fuck New York.
Florida's good. Can't complain.
How are the students? Are they good?
It's, whoever shows up,
Let me. I'm gonna take this interview
there we
over
go.
for 30 seconds. Hold on.
go for it.
On everything I love, right? Joseph and Chauncey. Syther is a hell of a fucking trainer. This
I believe
guy, I remember the first time I came down there, I did like a seminar, quote unquote, and this dude was. I was like,
you brought this sorry bitch in for a
I was
seminar?
like, who the fuck
I
is
bring
this?
all my friends in.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, yo, it's like being on damn near Tough Enough. Like, this dude takes no shit. He fucking
good.
is a good motivator, fucking pays attention to detail, and everyone is respectful. This dude is a hellified fucking trainer. Just want to throw that out there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, absolutely, man. When I was impressed at the school, the kids are all polite,
Yeah, man.
respectful, and they're fucking good too, man. I watched every single match. And I got to work some of them. They're good kids.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. Awesome.
Except for the one you made quit, Kate.
What? Oh
Who
shit.
did I make quit?
The one whose blood's still all over the parking lot.
Well, hey,
Oh,
look, man.
Nice.
Nice. I don't know. I'm not going to put any blame on anybody, but I was told by someone, "Fuck it, do what you got to do."
I don't know. I don't know who told you that.
Fucking really had it.
See, Meg, I go to other states and I fucking cause problems. This is why I will never be in the Hall of Fame.
Someone told me yesterday that you took a picture of it too.
Oh yeah, no, Wagner did.
You sick fuck.
Wagner did.
God.
Just having fun.
Hey guys, before we get started, make sure you follow us and like and subscribe to us on Twitter and Instagram, MWA World. Subscribe and what the fuck's the other shit? Oh, on YouTube, MWA Podcast Network. Make sure y'all hit that bell and like, follow, all that bullshit. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So, Syther, tell us about the school, where the school is located, and what have you been up to otherwise? Well, not otherwise, but outside of the school, as far as other promotions. I know you go to Georgia and Miami, so just talk to us a little bit about the school, the students, and then other promotions.
So the school's been around for about 7 years now, and we're in Fort Myers, Florida, and it's just a little hole in the wall. No, 7 years later, no one really even knows that we exist. And Fort Myers, it's not the place for a wrestling school. It really isn't. It's not like the place for wrestling. It's not the place for a school. But they come in and out. And we get students. It fluctuates. It depends on the time of year. Sometimes we got 10 to 12 students. Sometimes we got 5 students. It all depends. And
Right.
I try to break them in the way we were all brought in. Try to make sure they're respectful and that they're paying their dues, and they just have to have respect for what they're doing. And it's not just going to be given to them and handed to them. But unfortunately, like this day and age,
Ultimo Maya, thanks for tuning in.
So society is just like a little bit weaker.
Right. Yeah.
And you can't say or do anything without offending somebody. So
true.
Yeah, 100%, man.
So
Yeah,
fucking true.
100%.
So fucking true.
But it is what it is. I don't plan on closing the doors.
Yeah.
At the very least, I have a wrestling ring to train in. So
Right.
There you
So
go.
I know you started doing Crypt TV.
yeah,
Which
Okay.
somebody was booked for and then canceled last minute.
Way to go, buddy.
I will be there the next one. I guarantee you that shit. I will be there next one.
if there's a next one,
There will be a next one.
It was
Well,
a
hey,
project.
feel free to bring us the dead presidents in there too, man. We'll gladly come
Yeah,
down.
I'm sure that'll go over with us
We will be very happy to come work with you, bro.
and
Look,
awesome students.
it was just a one-off thing just for now because I see all these other promotions doing like their TV tapings
Right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And I'm like, well, I could do it. Why not? And at least take what I've seen and what I've experienced and maybe try to make it a little bit better. And no matter what comes of it, at least I can say I just did it.
I mean, it definitely was a fun time, man. I definitely think you could do it. I don't know why, you definitely can. Absolutely. If anyone else,
There's no money in it.
there's no money in wrestling. What do you expect?
Right.
Ain't that the truth?
I don't want to waste my time.
I've
Let me tell you something.
I've never seen you so stressed out before in my life, though. That was pretty impressive.
You've been doing this for 7 years, right? You're not a fucking TV guy. You've been doing it for 7 years. You know what the fuck you're doing. You've been successful. You could definitely do it. It's just another avenue to get more students. Don't look at it as another fucking, way to fucking line your pockets. Just look at it a way to just further your name, further the school's name, get your students out there, get them booked, and then just
Get
grow
them
the
ring
school,
time.
grow your business.
Get them
Yeah.
that ring time, bro.
And that's exactly what it was for. It was to make sure everybody at the school had a role and something to do, and get that experience.
It was run old school, man. Fucking 2-minute squashes, promos, and then like 10-minute match. Dude, I think you could do it. Honestly, I was impressed.
I think it's funny because you said you never seen me, more stressed out. I thought I was actually handling myself well.
I don't know, man. When a slice of pizza got taken for the fucking fans, I thought you were ready to lose your shit. I was pretty impressed.
Hey, if you ask some people, that was mild.
I have heard, I've heard from Syther students that shit has been broken and thrown. Motherfuckers a little might
Okay.
be good crap.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though,
yeah.
man? If you don't fucking if your students don't fucking follow the rules and fucking respect this shit, fuck it.
I
Clean 'em up.
came in there that first time, and you would think I was fucking somebody. Not fucking somebody. But I was somebody.
Sometimes.
I was somebody. He came in there. Seriously. I came in there. Everybody lined up, respectful, and
100%.
even when I was talking, people were like quiet and just ask questions. I was like, this fucking dude got something good going on.
When I got picked up from
Hell
the
of a
airport, man,
trainer.
they were
By
talking
the way,
about
Bob Cook,
wrestling.
thanks for tuning in. He said
Oh,
he
Bob
knows you.
Cook. I
You're
love Bob Cook.
awesome, a great human being, awesome
There we
teacher,
go.
and you got top-notch school.
So what I want to know is the trip to China. Like, what brought you over there? I know you were teaching, but like,
for
what,
real.
like, how'd that all come about?
Well, hang on. So
Okay.
you started at NYWC, right? Or did you start with Mega and the HWA thing?
No, I was an NYWC guy around 2005 is when I started. Actually,
Okay.
about like 18 years to the day.
Wow, that's awesome.
February.
Look at that.
February's 18 years.
Fucking
Really?
wow.
Wow.
And yeah, it was Mikey. Our class was kind of small. It was right
Who's
after
in the class?
It was right after
we like to know who was that.
Let's see who was in there. I mean, so many
Blake,
people.
right? It was you and Blake, right?
Me and Blake, and then Reynolds came like maybe.
And then Silver must have been right around there.
Johnny and Oscar, were they in your class?
Oscar was before me.
He was before he was in there. He popped in and out, but he wasn't like part of the my group. Like Joey Tell would pop in and out.
Joey Tell.
Yeah, I mean, and when I came in, that's when Myers and Matthews and Plasma were all still there before they got.
What the fuck was the dude's name? He was probably like he had like the greatest name of all time. Poop Shoot Pete.
No, that was before us as well.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the Rat Pack, Baxter Cross.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's before me.
I will never forget that fucking name, Poop Shoot Pete.
You remember the Rat Pack? It was Myers.
I remember the Rat Pack. Yeah, who the fuck?
He was the one that was 30 years old, going fucking bald.
Yeah,
they
put all. There was like 5 of them, and they put them all against me and Louie when we made our debut.
I swear, all 5 of them wrestled you, Mega, at one point.
Nuggets like they don't matter. They didn't matter. I just squashed.
I remember. Brian, Brett,
Oscar,
the fucking Oscar, the dude. Dan Dynasty. There was some other dude with like
Jamie
black
Lima.
hair.
That's Baxter.
That's him.
That's on his arm at one point too. Baxter.
He had like heat with Burma or some shit like that.
Oh, I remember that dude. I never knew his fucking name.
You started
Pete, bro. I remember them calling him that. I was like, this is the greatest name of all
Your first
time.
role in the company, though, you were the timekeeper, the bell guy, right?
Yep, I was the timekeeper, and that's actually so funny because it's all comes full circle because LowRyda and Boogaloo, like you guys would go out of your way to make sure that I was involved in some capacity, just as the timekeeper. I don't know what it was. Maybe you saw that I just was really into what was going on. I really wanted to be a part of it, but every show it's like, oh, what can we do to beat the hell out of you out there, and it just get you.
Yeah, Louis loved that shit
somehow.
You weren't the official. You weren't part of the Myers Matthews thing, right?
No, that was Blake Morris, like right after me.
That's right, because you didn't have a stupid BM name.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Everyone had a fucking BM name.
I thought that was actually kind of cool, though.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it's different.
Fucking stupid. And then
so you were there at NYWC for a while, right? Did you venture out much before you decided to leave to China?
No, I mean I did a couple like WXW shots and then a few Ace shots. But other than that, it was mostly NYW.
He was too busy sitting in his fucking hotel room with the boys, calling up fucking Home Depot asking for nails.
Yes, exactly. Which
you never heard.
Is that where
you never heard? You never heard? No, this motherfucker on the road will legitimately call up home. Didn't you call up the Cobb County, Georgia Home Depot asking for nails?
Okay, and of course this is all done, mind you, in the Iron Sheik voice.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I called up a funeral home looking for my friend Kerry Von Erich.
He called a horse farm asking for a camel.
Yep.
Oh man.
Cobb County, Georgia.
I remember that.
Fucking awesome.
I remember that.
Looking for nails, but when they said what kind of nails, calling a Home Depot asking for nails, and when they said what kind of nails, of course I had to go 6'5" in an orange jumpsuit.
God almighty.
And then this motherfucker, he came in dressed as the Iron Sheik during a training session and got heat for it and took all the heat. But he got mad heat. But he came in dressed like the bandana, the Zubaz American flag pants, the pillow stuffed in his shirt. And he started showing people how to do the camel clutch during training.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
I can't imagine why I would get heat for anything like that.
Well, that and peeing in bottles will leave him outside, but that's a whole other story.
Story for another time. Oh.
Yeah, well, we can, man. Listen, on Nights at the Gimmick Table, we like to venture out of the box, So feel free, man.
Match? I don't even remember. Your first match was it Mikey?
No. Well, okay. So my first match was a student show we had. I wrestled JT Tackleberry.
Oh, Tack.
Yeah,
Tag.
tag.
When
But
he had
then
hair.
on the show, believe it or not, again, ironic, my first match, it was like a handicap match, me and 2 other guys versus Mega.
I remember
Nice.
that.
There you go.
When did you wrestle Mikey then? Because
That was like maybe 2 months after that.
okay. Because
Yeah.
then that's right when the Black Circle fucking thing started.
Yeah.
And we were on that
Yeah.
fucking
Wait,
that fun
that
ride.
was
That was fun.
quick that you started the black that y'all were in the Black Circle.
Yeah.
Well, they had nothing for me, and they had nothing for him. But yeah,
It worked. It worked.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then y'all
and-
stole our manager. And,
we didn't steal shit, motherfucker. Right?
Yeah,
We didn't
you guys-
listen. No, we had no. Yeah, that's right. We did. We got Crusher, and then we got Foxy.
Yep.
Because then
Yeah.
Foxy and there's whatever.
Who,
There's
who,
Whatever.
who
There's
the fuck
indictments.
was- Who the fuck was the guy dressed up like the skeleton?
John Cannon. I actually wrestled him like
Who the
years
hell-
later.
Who is
Fucking
that?
clown?
I don't know. He showed up with Damian
Fucking
Dragon.
jabroni.
He showed up with Damian Dragon, and I think Mikey and Shane popped for how he looked, and that's how he got stuck in our green. He lasted like a
God.
day.
Really? I don't even remember that dude.
He
There's,
was
like,
from
one
he was from
photo.
WXW. Well, at least I don't know if that's where he started, but we knew him from WXW, and it's a fucking jabroni.
There's like one photo of us all
Fucking
together, and then that
Yeah.
and then a bunch of shitty promos that never with this motherfucker like locked in a BDMS cage getting fucking tortured.
Man, I wish I could see that.
Where's
that footage?
the fucking Nick dude has it. They used to run the old fucking website.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And then it was the Black Circle. We had some. I mean, we beat LowRyda and Guapo.
Yeah,
For the
took the
tag belts?
took the belt. That was my last match up there.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Really?
Hey man, I enjoyed the fuck out that match, bro. I feel like we had a great fucking match.
I wish, dude. I wish I don't have any of our like. There's a couple shit online of the Black Circle, but
Yeah.
like I wish we had some good matches like that. Your match. I know us and Mega. We wrestled you with Nana and then you with Guapo, right?
yes,
Yes.
we did.
Yeah. Yep.
I have that match.
Okay. And then
You
the
got a lot
ladder-
of
the ladder
shit that
match.
you're supposed to send me.
Oh, that's right. You're still looking for the fucking
Yes.
psycho-
Damn it.
And then the ladder match.
Yes.
Also,
Actually,
the
I-
circus. You got chokeslammed in the fucking Jack in the Box. You're
So
sitting there.
yeah.
Like, "Ah."
So
Yep.
So tell them the story about the Jack in the Box.
Okay, so the Jack in the Box, everyone knows what the Psycho Circus is here, but for anyone watching, it's this match is a complete gimmick match. It's like you combine
fucking awesome.
Survivor Series with Royal Rumble with every hardcore match you could think of, and there's all these stipulations. But one particular stipulation is you got to throw the guy into the Jack in the Box, kind of casket match style. And I think that year is like if you do that, you're the world champion or something like that.
Yeah.
So you were the champ at the time, Mega,
Yeah.
and they had this brilliant idea, like, oh well, let's not just put a guy in the Jack, but let's throw him through it. And of course, who are we going to throw through it? The lightest guy in the match. Because this is what they did with me every time. Let's just kill him because whatever. And then, but their genius idea was we got to put him through the Jack in the Box. So let's nail the top of the Jack in the Box fucking shut. But they're nailing it shut, but there's fucking nails sticking out of the side of it.
Oh my god.
And no one's thinking like, oh, maybe
Wow.
we should do something about that. But I swear to God, it was like too perfect because originally you're supposed to just choke slam me, straight through, vertically, and we're just gonna go straight and hopefully not hit my head on it.
Right.
But for whatever reason, I climbed to the top rope, and you're like, "Nah, I'm not gonna pick you up. Let's just go from here." And you
Yeah.
gotta toss me off like you
Yeah.
gotta push
Yeah.
me off, and I landed
Mega
so perfect.
choke slam me from the top in the Psycho Circus match also.
Yeah, but I landed so perfectly, like diagonal through the Jack in the Box.
Diagonal,
And
yep.
I missed all the nails.
That probably was the perfect way to go in then.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But it was great. Just, they put couch cushions at the bottom of it so I could take a nap.
Sweet.
No
Well,
expenses spared. Only the
Well,
best.
you know what,
Only
man?
the
Fuck it.
best.
It could have been worse, right? They could have had cardboard. They could have did a cardboard box as the top, and then when you went through, everybody could have seen it was a cardboard box, and
That's
Mhm.
true.
AEW did it,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
got a lot,
AEW
and
did it.
they had a lot of money invested
They
in
got
that.
A lot of money. Yep.
You know, fuck. It happens.
And then that led to the ladder match, right? That we tore the fucking house down.
Yeah, that was the first time they let us have like this, not pay-per-view match, but
Main event.
main event match.
And then
if it doesn't go well, you're fucked.
And then we eventually did the split.
Yep.
And then we did the body bag match where we were told, this is a great story. I don't know if LowRyda ever heard this one.
Oh God.
We were told, Mikey called me the day before the show. It's supposed to be me and Syther, and our first we come up with a body bag match because when I think blow up feuds, I think fucking body bag matches.
I do.
But of course you do. But I'm like, how anticlimactic is that? Okay, zip. But I was like, we got to do something different. Like, so I came up with the idea of using the cinder blocks is where it started.
Yeah, what a fucking genius idea.
Well, hold on. My idea was to do a pile driver.
Yes,
I figured
yes,
I'll protect him. I'll take the brunt of it. It's my idea. Mikey goes, yeah, you should powerbomb. Everyone knows it's, I was like, if he's okay with it, so whatever. But that's not even
say no.
Yeah, that's not the point of this. We're thinking we're the fucking main event. We're going, cinder blocks and all this
fucking
crazy
body
shit,
match,
right?
Body bag match. Yeah,
we get to the building. I think Syther got there first.
Opening.
And I never see him mad. He's cool as a fucking cucumber. He's fucking never pissed. He comes up to me. He's like, we're fucking first half main event. I'm like, no, we're not. I think he's, ribbing me. He goes, no, we are. And I look, first half main event, Stockade Syther body bag. I'm like, and this is probably where it started me and my attitude of questioning. I went to Shane and I'm like, oh, we're first half? And he's like, Nice and Mamluk are the main event. And I was like, yeah, that's fucking smart. And I remember me and him pulled Mikey aside and we're like, Mikey, like, we don't, like, no offense, but what the fuck? And Mikey's like, oh, Shane doesn't think you guys can hold the main event. And that lit a fire, dude. We got so hot. We went out there, we stole we didn't steal the show. We fucking ran away. We took that motherfucker to another country.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then I remember powerbomb on the center. We killed each other. He hits me in the head with a hammer. We were killing each other. Well, I came up with this idea of like taking I came out with the fucking Sabu spike. And I was like, take it and take the ring bell hammer and look like you're nailing it into my head. Well, fucking
little does he know my depth perception is horrendous.
Yeah, fucking Yin Yang misses the fucking nail and cracks me in the fucking head with the hammer. So and and then you got Crusher, God bless him, is fucking screaming, shit. You're idiots! This is stupid! Go home! But we do the match, and I remember we do the powerbomb. He's half dead. I'm sitting there, my head's swollen, and I'm sitting in a chair by the entrance. And I don't know where he is, but I'm sitting there.
I'm laying on the floor.
There you go.
I remember. I'm laying on the floor.
I'm sitting there, and I swear to, I think it's fucking, I want to say it's Maya. I don't know why. But we're watching Nice and Tony Mamaluke, and nobody cares. And I love both those guys, but no one knew who Mamaluke was. Nice just won the title. No, he just beat Mega for it. And that's, Mega built him up. And then
by then, fucking Mamaluke wasn't on TV for a while, right?
No one knew who he was. So the crowd's dead. The match happens. No one cares. And you and your brother were involved in this shit. Fucking Shane goes, I'm getting to it. Shane goes, go out to the ring. Like, what? He goes, go out to the ring. I'm like, the fuck you want me to do? He goes, just go. So I go out there and me and Nice make eye contact. And Nice is like, well, what? 5 seconds later, Syther comes through the back with a garbage can. We're continuing the fight. And then here come the dead presidents. And it's Guapo and Boogie, not you.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Guapo and Boogie start kicking the living shit out of Syther for no reason.
It was insane. I think that was the part where I was like, all right, I'm finally annoyed by things. Like things are, things don't make sense because we just went out there and killed each other, and going in that main event totally out of character. We're both in our street clothes. I don't think anyone's ever seen me in my street clothes up until that point. And then we're going out there doing that. That made no sense at all.
No sense. And then that led to the infamous wrestling on your knees match with Kieran Mansfield. This dude wrestled the whole match on his knees in front of a crowd.
Oh, that was the best.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then
I hope you have some of these matches on tape so you can show your
I think NYWC burned the footage.
Oh,
Dude,
No,
like
I have
NYWC's
all of
footage
this
is like impossible to fucking come
Impossible,
across.
dude. Yeah.
Well,
Like that old stuff at least, you know.
do you want to tell the story where your heat with Shane started, or do you want to not?
I mean,
Let me-
we can get there.
I'm
But
fine
before,
with it.
yeah, before you get to that, I'm gonna actually take off.
Megan's gonna go save
Oh,
his.
come on.
He's gotta
Joseph,
go,
He got to
Save
go
the-
do this.
yeah, he's got to save that
Gotta
Hall.
go.
He heard NYWC and Shane. He's got to go get that Hall of Fame spot.
Joseph, I'll send you a message.
You gotta go.
And
I got you.
through a okay. Syther, I'm gonna call you your shoot name.
Shoot.
Syther, I will be in touch.
Yes.
But great having me as a co-host.
It was
Yeah,
good
thank you,
talking.
bro.
on Happy
Thank you
Table,
for coming
but,
on,
once
man. We
again,
do
Tom,
appreciate it.
absolutely. I'll see you
Next
soon.
time you could bring Nana back.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, no doubt. All right, boys, have a good one. Have a good
Later,
show.
man.
Later,
All right,
boys.
see ya.
Later.
So yeah, if you want to tell that story, man, I'm sure.
No,
you'll
yeah,
write
no, we can tell that story, but let's backtrack a little bit.
yeah, man.
Like,
Do it.
So, like, LowRyda, you were saying 2009 was like the
Yeah.
last time. you
Yeah,
were
that
at
was the
one.
last time I wrestled NYWC.
So that's the last time any of us have been in the same room together at once. You know, because I know
Yeah.
we've seen each other a couple of
Yeah.
years ago when
Yeah, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago now? Probably.
Yeah, and Stockade, we just saw each other for the first time in like 12 years last week or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I remember fucking that. Me and Guapo went out there, and I was like, bro, I've been killing it, babyface shit. All of a sudden, it was like everybody was booing us. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, these motherfuckers love these guys. I was like,
Hell
damn.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
man. We had a
I
solid
remember
I love
Guapo's. I remember Guapo's niece was like, she was so in love with you.
Yes.
So I fucking grab you by the hair. I fucking snap marry you, and I'm holding your hair, and I'm like, this is who you like? This is who you like? Victim.
Oh,
I'm like,
I think
this
he
is
gave
your
like
fan.
30
This is who
30
you like?
that match. That was the best.
Yeah, I was like,
And
this is
Guapo
who
was
you
late
cheer
for that,
for?
right? Wasn't Guapo late?
No. Guapo was late for the actual match that we won the title.
Oh, okay.
And then with that one, he was there. And then I think Louis was out there with us. I think in
Yes.
the
Yep.
Louis was in our corner for that one.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
had Crusher, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
y'all had Crusher.
I'll never forget it.
You
We're in the
motherfucking thieves. That was my favorite
we're in
manager.
the back. We
Legit,
were calling the match.
Crusher was my favorite manager of all time,
Oh, of
bro.
course.
Like,
man.
Oh yeah,
he was so fucking knowledgeable, man. Rest in peace, Crusher, man.
Fuck yeah.
for real. But no, I remember we're in the back, calling that match, and they tell us we're gonna get the belts and whatnot. And Guapo's so funny. He's just like, yeah, we're gonna make these boys work for it.
He's like, yeah, you motherfuckers want the titles, y'all gonna work for it. Kevin Davis, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, I'm at least safe from Corona. I don't know about these other two guys, but
I haven't.
Stockade may have gave Corona to a snake or something,
Maybe, possibly. That's the
A
rumor.
couple of months ago, I had it. I was in the hospital for a few weeks.
Oh,
I
shit.
heard. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
See, I had it when it first started, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" But since then, I've been avoiding the bitch like it's the flu.
yeah.
But thank you for tuning in, Kevin Davis.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it.
But yeah,
yeah,
man,
go ahead, man. Keep going.
Didn't we get heat because we changed the belts from purple to black again?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's always good.
Yeah, they were when in the beginning, I was like, "Why the fuck are these belts purple?" And they were like, that's their thing." Like, bro, me and Guapo got heat in WXW because they had their belts, and we wrapped the fucking Mexican flag bandana over the belt, over the fucking cover,
Nice.
and we were like, "Fuck it, man. You know what? Like, it's our shit. We want to do our thing with it." And they weren't fucking liking that, but it was all good.
Those belts were purple because of Myers and Matthews.
Yes.
Yeah, that was their gimmick.
Yeah.
And then we got them, and we were like,
and then no one
"Fuck
had
that."
switched them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then like people got offended. Like I remember Plas was like, "How dare you?" I'm like, "The fuck, I'm not
Oh,
walking around
wait.
with a purple belt."
check this out.
Don't tell me you got the purple belt.
I think he's got the belt. Oh, there it is.
Shit.
Framed.
You got the fucking plates, or is that the belt actually?
That's the
I
belt.
Can't. Oh, okay. I couldn't see the actual strap there.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can see it. Look at that, man. That's fucking awesome. You stole that? Fuck, you're a thief.
No, I didn't steal that. I stole the interstate title though. I stole that. I ran it over a few times. Yeah, I had
Nice.
that.
Hey, I'm trying to remember where the fuck we did a fucking a tag match one time and we didn't get paid and we were the tag champs and I was like, I'm out with this bitch. I'm holding this bitch hostage till I get the fucking belt until I get paid. Next show, they paid us what we should have gotten paid the first time, and they were like, yeah, we'll get you next time. I had no doubt.
I'm still waiting to get paid.
I'm taking this fucking bitch with me again. Fucking ticket with me again. Yeah. And then the third show, I was just like, you know what? I'm not fucking pulling a no show. I used to pull no shows regularly because I was just like fed up with shit. I think NYWC was the only place I didn't no show. It was like, we're going to Long Island. It ain't that far. Like the drive to Pennsylvania, sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather stay home, drink, smoke some weed, you know.
like a real vet.
Yeah, you know, like I was like, why am I gonna drive to fucking Pennsylvania for fucking $50 and a hot dog?
All right, so you want to hear a funny story about that body bag match?
Go ahead, man. So, I'd love to.
So, like Stockade said, we find out that we're being bumped down to before intermission main event, and I was pissed. I was like, first time I ever got really heated about something. I remember I called my dad because we had he had like 50 of his friends that were going to come see
a bunch of people ready to go.
It was a big deal. I thought it was a big deal.
It should have been
I called him. I go, listen, like we're not main event. So after our match is over, just tell everybody to fucking go home.
Oh,
so that might be part of the reason that
the heat started.
Well, or the reason that just Mama Luke and niece had no reaction when they went out there.
And they worked hard, man. It wasn't like they went out there and half-assed it. They worked their asses off, but
they were wrestling in front of half of the audience.
Like we were the good soldiers. Like we never complained, we never bitched, we never questioned anything. Like I remember, and I'm sure you remember, there's supposed to be some fucking match with the Celtic Saints and Burma and Bart, or on fucking something happened. Kaide, something they advertised it, couldn't get something. So the bright idea was like, oh, we'll just do a no rope barbed wire. And I forget which team was like, we're not doing it. And then I think it was Shane was like, well, Stockade and Syther will do it. And we were like, we will. And we would have because we're stupid and we're soldiers. But it was like
soldiers,
that was a treatment we got there. And I think it kind of led into his rebelling and my bitterness. And that led into the infamous the story of Port Jeff, where the heat for Syther started.
But that's the way it works, man. Like when you are willing to be that go-to fucking warrior for them for any place, you know what I'm saying? Then they start to take that shit for granted.
Yeah, they definitely
and do. It sucks though, because man, like y'all were like Steve said, off rip, it's like fucking when we first came in, my brother was like, yo, let's get him involved. He's hungry. Let's get him involved. Yeah. Fucking we want to work with everybody, whether
you guys looked out for everyone. I remember you guys were trying to get DeVito into team with me to have you work with you guys. Like you guys really went out.
We loved wrestling there, man. Like that was like one place that like when we got there, it was like, fuck, man, I like fucking being here, man. Like this is like, it was like a home for me, like off rip. Like I was like, man, I love this place. Like, and I fucked around like, in the locker room when I wrestled at USA Pro with Shane and so I already kind of knew everybody. And it was just like, we came in there and it was great, man. Like, and all you guys, that were all just starting out there, it was like, man, these guys are all fucking, they all got the right mindset. They're all fucking hungry. They're all ready to fucking go to war. And it was great, man. Like I said, man, they put us in there with Myers, Matthews, Oscar, and Poop Shoot Pete, and and I think who the fuck was the fifth person? Was it like Tackleberry?
No, there was only Dan Dynasty.
Was it Dan Dynasty? I know it's five.
It was Dan Dynasty, Poop Shoot Pete, Oscar, and Myers and Matthews.
Yeah, and I remember, man, like they were all like, "Fuck yeah, let's go," and I was like, fuck, man. Like for me, like I never did a lot of hardcore shit. So it's like they're like, yeah, fuck these guys with trash cans and chains. I'm like, uh, okay. I'm like, yo, y'all good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay.
No,
Okay.
and I don't want to get it like twisted any which way. Like I cherish my time in NYWC. I appreciate that, especially looking back. You know,
Listen,
maybe
it's where it's your base, man. It's your
Yeah.
fucking concrete that you built upon. You
and
know?
without it, I couldn't do anything that I'm doing like today. Like there's no doubt about it. And maybe in the moment I didn't realize that, you know, at the time. But
Yeah. Listen,
know,
everybody,
I-
the shit starts to build sometimes, and you just like, yo, I need to fucking go.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
that was what happened with us. You know, we were starting to feel that, like I was telling you earlier, you know, we were like, yo, we're fucking right here in this little bubble, and we need to go out. So my brother started doing them USA Pro, and then fucking UCW, which turned to ICW, and I was like, fuck, man, I'm latching the fuck on. I'm ready to roll, baby.
It's hard to be like Sake said, the good soldier, and then be expected to take all these goofy fucking bumps every month, and then it had no money to show for it. Like that was the biggest thing. Was I don't mind, paying my dues, getting my ass kicked, but after a while, you
got to show something for it.
It should shift where you're showing, you're getting something from that.
So you guys weren't even getting paid?
I never got a dime from them,
dude. I didn't get paid until I started training guys, and then it wasn't even. And dude, I mean, I was there longer than all you guys, and there was a point where I was putting myself through some stupid shit just for the idea of like trying to help the place. Like Syther said, man.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Man. Like, look, I didn't do me personally. I didn't do it for any of the owners. I did it because I truly I love that place. I really do. You know, it's where I cut my teeth. You know, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. Exactly. Like Syther said. Mm-hmm. There comes a point though when there's, this too much bullshit, too much drama. Like I'm not asking for. I get paying your dues, but guys should be paid.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, it's one thing like when it's a school show. Mm-hmm. A school show is different. A school show you're just trying to get your fucking feet wet.
For sure.
You sell tickets to get your fucking friends in there so people can get used to being in front of a crowd. When you're bringing in big name talent and out of towners or whatever, y'all should have been paid, man. That's kind of crazy.
Well, not even
bro, those places were fucking jammed.
Yeah, not even
like I remember how fucking packed. I remember one of the times, I think it was fucking the one cycle circus. Like I remember the fucking fire department came and it was like a big deal, bro. Like
those
I was
cycle circuses would always have like 900, 1,000 people.
Yeah,
there.
Bro. It was like I remember when we split fucking Nuke's wig. It was like, oh shit, and like, but I remember earlier in the night they were like, yo, the fire department's here. We may not be able to fucking go on.
Yeah.
It's like holy fuck.
They were drawing houses, man, and like when the Black Circle was at the peak, the house is great, but my thing was like the bumps that they asked him to take. Like if I came up with something on my own, that's different. But asking him, hey, we want to put you through a Jack in the Box, throw the guy something, man. Like he, like it's stuff
especially
like
on
that.
The Psycho Circus. It's one thing like, all right, hey, I'm sorry, man, we only got fucking 50 people in the building. It's tough to fucking hook you up. You know,
1,000.
It would be like a consistent every month. Like, okay, what bump are we gonna make them take next? Like it was the Jack in the Box, and then I wrestled Mega 1-on-1, and it was have them throw you over the top rope through a table. And that's cool. I mean, I think that stuff looks great. The audience probably got a real thrill from it, but after a while, like, what do I have to show for that besides
fucked up back, fucked up head,
bruises,
concussion, CTS.
What point did it really turn for you? Because we never we were always tight, but like there was a point. I think right after we split, is that where things kind of turned for you? Because that's when you were basically on the way out, like you were getting ready to move and stuff, right?
Yeah. So we had our our last match, the big blow off.
But even before, the body bag. I'm talking about it was this weird in between period. Like we did the body bag, then like I went off. We went and did the order of the black, but you were still there. But you were there, but not there. It was a weird thing. Like you kind of transitioned away. Like is that where it started for you? Like
No, I mean, nothing like really changed until it was like about time for us to have the final match. Like even when we like split and you were doing the Order of the Black thing, I was still there. I was still, part of everything. Like
I know we did the fusion thing where we teamed again, and
yeah.
But like, I just felt like, but is that where it started for you? Like, where you just had enough, or when?
Yeah, it was
saying.
around that time. Like, let's say like May of 2011. Let's say, like, because I think that's the right time frame. And I knew that I was on my way out because I knew that I was moving to Florida. Like, it was already something that I already known. I think I'd known about that probably December of 2010. Like, I knew that I was moving, but it didn't really hit until probably May 2000 when we did the fusion stuff. That fusion night was crazy because I remember I graduated college that morning. Had the ceremony and whatnot.
And
the sacrifices you make in in a wrestling career, right?
then I went right to the tanning salon and then right to the show to do like the 3 matches that we had that night. But yeah, that was a turning point because I knew I was on my way out and I still wasn't. I had nothing to show for myself, and I was just it was frustrating because, for example, like we had the body bag match. And I remember afterwards, Shane does his typical, post-match speech where he's standing on a chair in front of the whole locker room and doesn't say anything about what we did. Like, he was like, oh, thanks for Mama Luke for coming out. Thanks for Tony Nese. And, like, thank you to Ryan Rush. Ryan Rush had his debut that night.
I was going to say, who the fuck is Ryan Rush?
He had his debut that night. But they never mentioned what we did and what we put ourselves. And I was like, come on, just acknowledge it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And that's where that kind of like had a bit of a shift for me too, because not only mentally,
Foxy, what's up? Thanks for tuning
there
in.
she is.
Oh yeah, hey Foxy. But yeah, it was a shift not only mentally but physically too, because that cinder block shit, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And I don't put any blame on anyone. I mean, I could have said no at any point. But
it was supposed to be apologizing.
Yeah. But I thought to myself, like, man, can I really say no to this? Hindsight, yeah, of course. Like, you could have definitely said no.
Looking back, of course you could.
But at the time, I'm like, man, if I say no, then I'm not going to get booked ever again. Because that kind of like that mentality, that almost like fear that they put in you sometimes.
Dude,
that's the shitty thing, like sometimes you're and it does happen though, right? Like you don't want to do something and all this stuff. It's like, hey, I'm willing to take that bump. I put that motherfucker in this spot. Yo,
and then
hey, we got nothing for you this week, this month. We got nothing for you. All of a sudden now you're like, yo, I just fucking killed myself for you for fucking 6, 7 years, 8 years, and you just gonna fucking put me to the side for this new fuck that he's willing to do shit that I'm not willing to do this week.
I don't even think it was that. I just think I think when it came to that Rush kid, they were just in love with him because he was tall.
Yeah,
but even on our last match, I think they kind of fucked with us. With the 8 million fucking run-ins.
Yeah. That it couldn't just be a clean, like, let's get this over and done with it. Close up the story,
Yeah.
But that was my thing. I was just like, oh man, just acknowledge that we did a good job or that we sacrificed ourselves.
Give me some love, man.
To show for it, so there wasn't, that sort of payoff. Just an acknowledgement would have been nice. And then I was like, man, like, there's got to be an easier way to do this wrestling shit. It can't be taking these bumps every freaking time. So that's why I even though I was already very gimmick oriented, I became even more so because I was like, there's got to be an easier way to do this, and that's where I focus more on the character, which, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's certainly
it worked, man. And then, and then there was, like I said, there was the bullshit, the bullshit of, I guess, our last match, which got taken away from us. I don't like. I mean, I love the match, but I always thought the 9 million run-ins is what hurt us more.
I'd say so,
because I think we killed it leading up into that.
What I love so much about that match is that all this time, how many years we were, feuding with each other, 4, 6 years, whatever it is,
beating up Canyon's daughter.
I didn't think that whole time that we were telling a story that anyone gave a fuck about. I didn't see it that way. I just saw as we're going out with wrestling every month.
Yeah, you know, and
We had that last match, and before the bell rings, the crowd is invested in what we were doing, and even it's not that big of a deal. It's a two people wrestling in a hole in the wall podunk deer park, but for the people that were there that night,
it meant something.
It was cool. It was a big deal, you know, to them, and that's why I realized, okay, maybe we were telling a story the whole time.
I mean, I like I said, man, I've seen that match. I think it's online on YouTube.
I love that match.
I mean, we destroyed that fucking place, and you bled like a stuffed hog, and it was. God,
No, I was gonna say, so after that, man, like how the hell did you end up in China? Because you said you were getting ready to move to Florida.
Yeah.
What the fuck took you to China?
So I was getting ready to move to Florida. I actually did move for a few months, but then I was like, I want to come back to New York. I don't know why. That seemed like a really, looking back, that was a really dumb move. But you know, you have your ties. I had a girlfriend at the time, and the long distance thing wasn't really working out. And
you were living in Shane's closet.
Yeah, then I wound up living in Shane's freaking basement, and you know, and that didn't pan out too well.
Peeing in bottles, leaving them outside.
Yeah, leaving urine bottles outside. I think I broke the door. I put a hole in the wall.
God damn! What the fuck were you doing down there? Partying?
No, hating life. If nothing else, just being miserable, knowing that I thought I was making a good choice and the right decision, but I definitely wasn't. And you know, mentally, I wasn't in a good spot, and I regret all of that. You know, that's a horrible time. You know, in my life, but you know, it's over and done with. It is what it is, but it's, you know,
it's a hell of a story, man.
It is a hell of a story, and thankfully, Shane and I have actually talked. We've spoken. It was about, let's say, like over the summer. We were talking, and you know, we kind of buried the hatchet and all that.
Okay,
which is cool.
that's cool.
You know,
I always liked Shane, man. You know, like I never had any issues with him. Like I've heard other people, you know, had like Stockade had his issues, and I know Guapo had his issues with him, you know. But you know, he did nothing but always fucking make me feel good, you know, make me feel welcome. So like I couldn't say a bad thing about the dude because he never did anything bad to me or even said fucking anything bad to me, you know. So
no, I personally, I never had any issues with him. It was if anything, is what I did to him that caused the rift, you know, between us. And you know, that's on me. I own that. That's my fault. I live with that. But you know, like I said, we mended that. You know,
that's cool though.
And because I wanted to make sure
exactly that, Pop's life.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure that it didn't stop. You know, having a door open for the guys that I'm training to maybe go to where I started, at least one time in their lives and experience that. You know,
New York is a completely different animal.
Hell yeah.
Than the Florida life. You know, like when I first came down here, I was like, man, this is like these motherfuckers are getting over without killing themselves.
Yeah,
like you know, we had to do some shit to get over in New York.
Straight.
You know, like until they got to know you, like up north. In that northeast area, like you couldn't just fucking go out there and just have a scientific match and get over. Like they're gonna be like, "Fuck you, we don't know you, we don't like you."
Character like mine, they didn't give a fuck about that in New York. I had to shove it down their throat for them.
Yeah, you came out there, you came out there, you grew on them, and before you knew it, like fucking people loved you. You know, like. And that's the way it should be though. Like not everybody's gonna just fucking walk out the curtain day one and fucking.
Not gonna happen.
And this is shit that you teach your people. You know, like you got to teach them that like, yo, just because you can get fucking 18 people in the building, fucking chanting your name on your first fucking show, that don't mean that you know you're over, bro.
The way I always describe it to my guys is, let's say you wrestle in one place once a month. Every month out of the year. That's only 12 times. That's 12 times. Like that's not enough to make a first impression. Like, you know, every month you got to go out there and teach and reteach. You know,
definitely.
Because the audience that's is circulating too. It's not always the same people that are going to be. You have some of your regulars, but
out of like a fucking, like let's say you draw 500 people, the regulars, you probably got 75 people that are consistent that will be there every fucking show. And then the rest of the time it's like, all right, hey, my boy's on that show, I'm gonna show up.
Yep.
And then they bounce.
It even depends, like, where you work, because that number might be even lower.
Oh yeah, fuck. I've wrestled in front of fucking 10 people, and like I remember one day, like my brother told me, like I was like, bro, there's 10 people out there ain't fucking doing shit. I'm gonna go out there and fucking punch kick, give me that fucking stunner, so I really got to take a big bump and take it home type deal. And they're like, and like later on in life, I realized, like, bro, my brother told me, like, yo, you can't, like, I used to be a dick with signing autographs. Like, hey, can I get an autograph? Yeah, sure. I'd fucking sign Rockshaw's name. And like, if it was a fucking poster, bro, like Stockade's the fucking headline, right? It's like Stockade, big fucking picture of him. I'd sign right on Stockade's face. Fucking dickhead move. Like, I was a dick, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then at the time, it was like, I'm a heel.
Yeah.
And I was like, and my brother's like, yo, bro, remember waiting outside of Madison Square Garden? Fucking remember when fucking these wrestlers would walk by and they wouldn't fucking sign shit for you, how you felt.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you're right. You're 100% fucking right, man. Like later on, like I'd probably say for like my first year and a half, 2 years, I was doing stupid shit. Writing fucking LowRyda 69. Hey, what's that? Ask your mom. like bro, I was 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 18,
we're all young and
I'm fucking
stupid.
7. I was 17 when I first started. And my 18, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, and I'm like, bro, I'm getting paid to do this shit. But yo, so how'd you end up fucking going
to
China?
I was gonna say.
Okay, so yeah, fast forward, right? So I come back to New York, then that doesn't work out. So I go.
Yeah, you're miserable. You're ready to fucking
exactly
jump ship.
I'm about to go back to Florida. All right, I'm going to do what I intended to do. Go get a real job, real teaching job, and just kind of move on with my life. Forget.
You were already teaching and you went to school for teaching.
Yeah, I went to school. I graduated, had my degree, but never had a teaching job at that point yet. The whole point was to go to Florida because I heard it was easier to get a teaching job in Florida than New York, and my family was moving there too. So I was like, well, it's going to work out perfect that way.
I'll be with my family close by. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Cool.
Get a job, So I'm like, all right, so let me go back to Florida. Let me do what I intended to do the first time. I already wasted an extra year of my life. Let me see if I can get it back on track. Before I even got back to Florida, I just happened to be packing up the apartment I was living in. I was on the computer. I was looking up like odd jobs on Craigslist, something I can just get while I'm, while I'm, in Florida trying to interview for teaching jobs. Let me see what kind of odd job I can get on the side. And the first thing that popped up was teach English in China. And I saw that. And I go, huh. I'm like, that's a big change. That's stupid enough to work. That sounds like a good idea. I mean, and sure as shit, I go to Florida. I'm filling out paperwork, talking to people, and within a few months, I'm on a plane going to China to teach English.
Wow, that's fucking
nuts.
Well,
for Craigslist, only you.
Yeah,
for Craigslist, yeah, for real. Yeah. I would have been expecting to go to China and lose a kidney.
Yeah, he gets off the plane, they club you, and your fucking your organs are being fucking harvested.
Yeah.
It was
fucking eat a bat and end up spreading coronavirus. Who the fuck knows, right?
I'm telling you, that was like one of the craziest things I've ever done. Where I just kind of go, all right, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen?
It was you solo, right? Like you didn't know anyone, a whole new country.
Didn't know anyone. Didn't know the language. Didn't know where the fuck I was going. Like knew nothing. And I was like, well, like. Either sink or swim. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And how long were you there? How long were you there?
I was there for a year.
Okay.
So, did you learn the language, or just enough to like get by?
I didn't learn shit. Well,
how did you say? Would you just point at a bunch of shit?
There was a lot of pointing.
Hey.
But it's crazy. But my first day in China, I get off. There was a connecting flight, so I get off in Beijing, and then I'm connecting to where I'm going to. It was called Xi'an, is where I was going, and I lost my luggage.
Oh,
So I
fuck.
get to the apartment complex for the teachers that at this big university campus.
No, were they all Americans or like people from all over?
When I got there, I was the only one in the entire apartment complex.
That spoke English?
No,
Wait,
at all.
only person.
Oh, at all. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
dude.
fuck that. I definitely would have been expecting to lose the kidney.
And
Something.
Like I only saw a few other teachers like kind of come in throughout my year there. Nobody stayed as long as I did. I don't know what happened, but either way, I show up at this apartment complex, no luggage, no clothes except what I'm wearing on my back, and I start work the next day. So I got nothing. I got nothing. Nothing I brought with me. It's all somewhere. Luckily, they found it a week later. I got it, but I was like, man, like, what am I going to do?
Did they give you money to go over there with, or so
No.
they just said here's a room, and once you start working, you'll get paid?
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly.
So did you
I had
get
to
paid
take whatever
okay
money
at
I
least for
had.
that?
What's that?
Did you get paid at least like a decent amount?
I mean, well enough that I was able to save some and use the rest to open up the wrestling school.
Fuck yeah.
Good
Okay.
for you, man.
Fuck yeah.
So then what? So then you started wrestling over there too, right?
Yeah. So it was like, I think before I even left for China, I had already emailed Ho Ho Lun, who was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Okay.
In 2016, the only guy from China. He's actually been to my school a bunch of times because we became friends. I emailed him because he has at that time the only independent promotion in all of China. It was in Hong Kong, but Hong Kong is separate from mainland China. So and I was like, hey man, do you have any shows? I'd love to get booked. Blah blah blah. Send him an email, and he's like,
this white dude.
yeah, exactly. That's probably the first one. And it was like 2 hours away from where we are. Like you couldn't even just stop by to train if you wanted to without having to get like a flight and all that.
Oh shit.
Wow, China's a big place. But a couple of months later, he just goes, you're in luck. There's a independent promotion opening up on the mainland. Only a few hours. I say it's like 15 hours, but closer to you than where I was. He's like, if you have your stuff, which I brought my gear with me, just
you got it right. That's part of being a fucking worker.
Exactly. You just bring it with you. He's like, I can get you in touch with the promoter, and I'll get you booked. And sure as shit, it coincided with my the vacation that I had from the job, because it was like the winter holiday break, which in China is like freaking 3 months long, which is amazing.
Okay.
And the guy, they were doing a wrestling show. Again, it was like 15 hours away. I had to take a train.
Jeez,
And
that's some dedication, man.
15-hour train.
So again, like, I don't know anybody. I don't speak English. I'm just guessing this shit. I could have ended up God knows where. And I get on this train, and I go 15 hours, and luckily someone meets me to pick me up.
Did they have a sign?
Nope, no sign. I don't know how they coordinated this shit, or it was an accident.
Your entire life is just one big fucking
like,
roll
hey,
of dice.
there goes the white guy.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess if I was the only one that looked like that, then
So how was calling the match? Because I've had the privilege of wrestling a few foreigners and guys that don't speak English, and it's rough.
oh yeah, because all of the guys that I was working, were Chinese guys. Most of them never had a match a day in their life.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
They had been training, but like not even in a ring. They were training on like karate mats and shit. So I'm working this one kid. His name was Snake. I don't know what the hell it was. Something else in Chinese, but it translated to Snake.
Yeah.
And he had never wrestled ever. And we somehow pieced this fucking match together. And the ring shows up, and it's a 20 by 20 boxing ring. It's not even a wrestling ring.
Big as fuck and stiff as fuck. So.
Stiff as fuck. And somehow by the grace of God, we went out there and we pulled it off. And the crowd liked it. Like, because I remember sitting at dinner with all the guys they had. They had guys from China, They had 2 guys from England, and they had 2 guys from Spain, and me, the one American.
Okay.
And they're all talking like, oh, like what kind of wrestling, is this going to be like? Everyone's thinking it's going to be more like Japanese, like strong style, because oh, we're in Asia,
Yeah.
gotta be that. And I'm thinking to myself, no, this is the first time that these people are seeing wrestling live, because on the mainland China, there's never been professional wrestling other than WWE coming to Shanghai.
Wow.
So I'm like, they just need to be taught what wrestling is. So I'm like old school, like my favorite. Let's
keep that bitch simple.
Heel, face, like let's just get it a simple story. And sure enough, that's what worked, because the other guys were trying to kill each other out there, and the crowd was like, "What the hell are we watching?"
And then you come out biting the turnbuckle, and
yeah, all gimmick, and I got to be the heel, which was great, and the only thing that the Chinese people understand in English is "fuck you." That's the only thing they get.
Hey, that's like my go-to.
Yeah. So if you just give them the finger, they boo you.
Awesome.
there you go.
And it was the best. Like, and then I spent they had 2 shows. It was Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We had shows, and it was supposed to be like this whole 6-month long tour. But the promoter, the boss, whatever they called him over there, he didn't have the money that he claimed that he was having. The shows didn't do well. He didn't really have the money.
Of course.
These 4 guys that were coming from England and Spain left their shoot jobs for this false promise of a 6-month tour. Me, I was lucky. I just happened to be already in China.
Yeah.
I was in China already doing it.
Exactly.
I had a job to go to. So if this didn't work out, I had a job that I was still working at. So no risk for me. But these guys, they left their fucking homes, their families.
That's nuts.
One of them was Sam Gradwell from NXT UK.
Oh fuck.
Oh, well, hey.
Well, it worked out for him.
I guess he did good in the long run, right?
The guy's such a nice guy. He's the the English, the UK version of being a fuck like me. We get along real well together. So we would do goofy shit on the car rides and stuff.
So what? When did you have your fill and you got to get the hell out of here?
Well, I mean, it was so. I was there for about a month, wrestling, because we would just we did the 2 shows. There was nothing else, but they paid for my hotel and they let me train the guys every day.
Sweet.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
let you keep it fucking simple and get fucking ready, right? Get them dudes ready.
And Ho was really appreciative. He's like, just take training, yourself. Whatever you want to do, just do it. And he's like, it's all yours. Don't listen to anybody else. Just train them how you want. Nice. And it was great because I made such I had a close bond with those guys, and they appreciated what I was doing for them and showing them, and it's just a good mutual respecting. And the boss, who was pissed off at the other guys because they wanted to go home because they knew they were getting fucked, appreciated me because I wanted to stay, so he paid me more.
Sweet.
And then when did you come back home to the States?
So let's see. So that was December-ish time, December, January. I went back to train those guys again in May, and then I was home by August.
Okay.
August of 2013.
And then when did you open the crypt? Or did you do that right away?
August 2014. I'm sorry. August 2014, and I opened it the next month, September.
So as soon as you came back, that was your...
Yeah, things just fell into place. And I kind of had a feeling that things would fall into place while I was in China, because I was like, I need something to distract me from, whatever was going on in my life beforehand. Yeah. Give me a year to recoup and figure out a game plan. And then I came back, opened up the wrestling school, got a teaching job all within, a month.
Wow.
Nice.
It was great.
And then have you been doing a lot of the indies down there, or?
Yeah, I mean, and we had this conversation when you were down here.
Well, they don't know that we had this conversation, so we have to pretend
but no,
I don't know this conversation.
I'm going to reiterate it, you fuck. I'm going to reiterate. It's bumfuck down here.
Yeah, that was a long fucking ride, man. When me and Louis drove over there, I was like, what the fuck?
It was a long ride.
I ain't never been there.
It wasn't even that good of a show. there's not a lot of good shit. Like everybody thinks Florida's this hotbed for wrestling. It depends where you go.
Yeah, we're a little bit in a better area for
Yes.
the hotbed.
Yes, you're in a better area. Like I'd say like the Tampa Orlando area is where it's at. But
how far away is Fort Myers from Tampa? Because obviously I went south to my brother, and then I went fucking cross all of Florida to get to where Fort Myers
3 hours.
Okay, so you're 2.5, 3 hours from Tampa?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So it took us about probably, I think, almost 3 hours to get from my brother's house to you guys. So
yeah.
And it took me an hour to get to my brother's. So I was like, fuck, dude, this shit is crazy. I'm like, yo, I need a nap.
And everything's so spread out down here too. Like you can't like, if there's something in Fort Myers, the next thing isn't, for another 2-3 hours away in either direction.
Wow, so that's crazy.
You go south, about 2.5 hours, you're in Miami, and there's some stuff there. I like working in Miami, but and then you got Tampa, which has stuff, Orlando, but
yeah. And they got that dude Alex Red's been running out in like by where my brother is a lot, which is out in Space Coast. So that's cool, man. ARW.
ARW, yeah.
So hey, man, there's wrestling. That's the one thing, man. Like we dealt a lot with Pablo. Like he's down south from us, though. He's about a 3-hour ride from us. So it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to go all the way to fuck down to Miami. Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. It's those long rides, man. I just don't feel it no more, bro.
And that's the thing with Florida is everything's a long ride.
Yeah.
There's nothing
in New York. I felt bad driving. I used to get annoyed driving to fucking Deer Park 45 minutes.
Well,
if you hit that traffic though.
But you're going to Georgia with your kids too, right? Or is that like
that's a 6-hour drive?
I was gonna say, but
I was gonna say Georgia's fucking
bumfuck.
So how often are you working a lot of shows? Or you're just mainly training?
Every weekend we got something.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
That's awesome, bro.
I happen to be off this weekend, but next weekend we're in Georgia, and the weekend after that we're in Miami, and then then the loop starts again. It's going to be like Georgia, like Seminole, and then Georgia again, then Miami. That's the cycle normally.
Seminole is that like the Miami area, like heading towards Miami?
Like St. Pete-ish.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And how's the talent, man? Is there anyone? I mean, besides at your school? I'm not asking you to bury anybody. You don't have to.
What feds do you guys go and work for? Also,
there's SWA in Georgia. There's POW in Seminole. There's Magic City in Miami, and what else do we have? That's really the big few. Georgia we do twice a month, which is nuts because that's the furthest away.
It's a long fucking ride for
we just came from Georgia.
Times.
We did it was Newton, Georgia, which is even further than Pavo, Georgia.
I've never heard of either of them fucking places. So
yeah, well, you're not missing out.
Wow. Hey man, you know what though, man? You're getting your students
exactly.
and
yeah, man, you're doing the right thing.
You're getting them kids the work that they need, and that's the most important thing, because there's plenty of times like motherfuckers, it's like just give me your money. Don't worry, just give me your money. I don't give a fuck what you do. You're gonna sit here at my fucking school and not get a fucking thing out of your training except ring time in here. So you're getting them fucking booked. That's important, man.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. Like, yeah, money is great. That's what keeps the school open. But I want them to have experience. And we all travel together for the most part.
Yeah, that's important,
so
man. That's awesome.
Every weekend we're all together. Everyone's booked on the same freaking show. So it's good. I mean, and I'm not really a greedy person. So money is it's not the priority. I know I'm not gonna be able to quit my real job with this wrestling school. I knew that from the start. Like that wasn't gonna be a thing.
You're providing a service though, dude. Like you're giving these kids a chance, like just like what we all did, Like I'm sure Mikey knew he wasn't gonna get rich doing this, and Shane and Curse and them. But you're doing the right thing, man. You got some good kids, and you're creating the future. That's all that matters.
Unfortunately, the only way you're gonna get rich is by being a shitbag and taking advantage of people. And you're not that person, and that's what's important, man. You ain't gonna break the way you are to just make some bread, you know. So shout out to you for that, man.
Yeah, man.
No, I appreciate that.
That's important, man.
My goal is just to teach someone something, and they take it and they get on TV because of it, and then the notoriety comes just back to the school, not to me, but the school grows because of that. Like that's a place to go train to learn and get something good from it.
The thing is, you know, like y'all, you deserve this, man. Like you deserve to be able to fucking get that notoriety off of it, because there's plenty of fucking schools that open up and all they do is take advantage of people.
Yep.
Yo, you gotta come out of pocket fucking $5,000, $3,000 off rip, and then they'll fucking shut down.
Exactly.
And you ain't got nothing. I just dropped 3 G's, man. Like, fuck, I ain't got shit to go to. Now I got to go to a different school and drop, you know, 2,000 just to fucking start.
I mean, I take pride. We've been open up for 7 years, and within the first year, I wasn't taking money out of my own pocket. The school's paid for itself every year. Like
that's awesome, man.
That's something that most wrestling schools cannot say. So I feel proud to know that, like, you know, even if we don't have that many students, we have enough money in the reserve that, you know, doesn't matter. Like, because I'm not taking any money for myself. It just goes back into the, you know, into the business.
That's
spend awesome, money to make money.
Yep, exactly.
Listen, we're a little bit over. Like, if you don't mind, man, like, we would love to have you back on and we can continue on, you know.
Yeah, let's do part two.
Yeah, I would love to have you back on, man, so we can get back in and, you know, talk about a lot of the shit that you've experienced since you've been training and on these shows with your students, so you can even give your students some, you know, some love too, you know.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, like I told you before the show started, you know, I met one of your students down there when I worked down in Real Pro with you guys, and your student Dan, man, awesome guy, man. Fucking
yeah,
he deserves some love.
What's up?
What's up, Dan? Good to see you, bro, man. Hopefully you're doing good, man.
Good to see you, man.
But no, I would love to do this again. This is the first podcast I've ever done, so
we'll get you back on, dude.
We will have you fucking back, bro. Like, and Louis he's normally the question guy on Glass Stockade. Fucking jumped in. You know, it's a good thing too, because obviously you guys have that fucking history.
There's a lot of untold stories, man.
We got so much more to unpack and talk about.
Before we go,
sure.
Me and Louis normally like to ask everybody.
Sure.
What's your fucking craziest road story?
Oh, crazy.
You ain't got to drop no names because I don't want you to get nobody in trouble. But craziest shit you like. Wait, I love the fucking prank calls. We used to do that shit all the time. So
right. Craziest. I'm thinking of one that's, you know, coming off the top of my head. It might not be the craziest, but it's the first thing I can think of.
Do it.
We were driving to a show. I want to say it was in Jersey. It was me, Ryan Rush, Kieran Mansfield, and Johnny Silver, all in the same car. We stopped off the side of the road somewhere. I feel like it was in a main street part of town, so like kind of busy. And you know, I don't know why we pulled over to the side of the road. I got onto the sidewalk and I pulled like a 5-foot long tree out of the ground, and I brought it into the car with us, and then we went to Jersey.
So
we
stole a tree.
We stole a tree, but you know what? Okay, hold on. This one I like. So it was me, Kip. You guys remember Kip?
Of course.
With the glasses?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kieran Mansfield,
he was like right when I was leaving, so I remember him though.
So Kieran Mansfield and Kip's manager Violet. And we're going to Indie Mania for Ace.
Okay.
It was like 2010, I think it was 2010. And I thought it would be funny if we all, you know, dressed up as scientists, and went to like a truck stop or like, you know, some sort of pit stop, you know, a gas station. So Kieran worked at a grocery store in the meat department, so he had access to the white cloaks.
The white coat.
And Violet Lindsay, she worked at some like medical or like some chemical treatment plant, so she had access to test tubes. So this was just a good idea to me, I guess, because I think I was the only one that was wearing the fucking coat. But I wear a lab coat, and I go into the gas station, and I take the test tube, and I piss into the vial. And then I just go into the parking lot, and I don't know why, but I just had my lab coat on and my piss vial, and I just go for science, and I just throw it into the parking lot, and it shatters, glass and piss everywhere.
Okay.
Oh
Hey,
my
you
God.
know what?
That-
Hey, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up, guys.
Sounds good. And then
Hey,
next
you know
time
what?
I'll tell you about some of the funny China road stories.
Listen, I would love. This is why we need to have you back on.
there'll be a part 2.
bro.
Part
And,
2, part
you
3,
know,
whatever you want.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure you got fucking.
We should
stories
do
for days,
a
bro.
Black Circle when we get Foxy on here and really
Hell
fucking.
yeah.
Listen,
Hell yeah.
Foxy was on with us. I think when we had Damien, she came on for a little couple minutes and shit, and Foxy's awesome. But yeah, we can definitely do that. We can get a little Black Circle gimmick. Maybe we could get Mikey in too.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't really care for the podcast, and but
We'll make it
we
work.
might be able to make it work.
Sure.
But listen, plug your school and
But
then
do it as
we'll,
Iron Sheik.
Take it home, bro. Yeah, you could do it as the Sheiky, baby.
Sure. You want to?
There we
Sure.
go. Foxy's
You gotta
down,
do
baby.
it once.
Foxy is down.
All right. If you're ever in Fort Myers, Florida, you're going to go to @CryptWrestling on Twitter. You're going to find us. You're going to come to our school, and you're going to learn to respect the Hulk Hogan. Respect the business. Because if you don't, I'll put you in the camel clutch, break your fucking back, make you humble, and then fuck your ass.
Yeah, that's right.
how
Hopefully you don't tell your students that though.
I do.
All right, that's what you close it on right there. That's it.
That's it.
On that note, if you want to hang out for a couple minutes, we'll close out the show and catch up a little bit more. Stockade. I'm gonna do the first one. You can hit that second one.
I got my script. I'm gonna read it verbatim. I'm gonna read it verbatim.
Hellvape.com. Hellvape is where you can find all your healthy vaping alternatives. Use our code MWA Pod. Get a 10% discount. You ain't gotta read the whole shit for verbatim, but go ahead.
I don't say that. Okay. Sleeves offer great quality products from arm sleeves, knee sleeves, headbands, tights, joggers, socks, and even dirty boxers. If you or someone in your life is an athlete, then you definitely need to check out Sleeves and use the discount code MWA Pod.
Don't forget the dick sleeves, guys. No, those are very important.
I wanted to say that this is for Stockade just to really piss Meg off, but we'll be fair.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure if you are ever in Fort Myers, Florida, go check out the Crypt. And
They'll be doing wrestling shows soon.
You know what? Actually, one more thing we need to plug.
Sure.
Fuck. Where the fuck is it? My bad. There we go. Storefrontier.com, where you can get this awesome fucking shirt. Knights of the Gimmick Table. Hold on. Let me move this mic real quick. Shit is fucking dope. Got a little baseball shirt, Make sure y'all pick that shit up. Storefrontier.com. You can get all of your MWA World gear, MWA Podcast Network gear. And without further ado, oh, there we go. Look, my pop says that this shirt is excellent. So, or maybe the show is excellent, but But guys, thank y'all. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Kaide Lothbrok over there will be with us regularly. Hopefully, Boogalou will be back next week. Kaide, who are we supposed to have next week?
Let me look at my schedule as I jack my computer.
You got this fancy fucking notepad.
I'm trying. I gotta contact Colin Delaney. If not Colin, I'm gonna we'll get someone, but it should be Colin Delaney,
Okay.
former
All right.
WWE
Sounds
superstar
good,
Colin
man.
Delaney.
Sounds fucking good. Look at that. Fucking Stockade making some putting some connections over
using
here.
my Z-list celebrity status to get us some guests.
Hey, you know what, man? Like, all we've been doing for the past year was pretty much bringing our friends on. So, you know, it's cool. We now we can bring some of Stockade's boys on. You know.
There you go.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see y'all next week. And oh, by the way, Wednesdays 8 p.m. Not Fridays 9 p.m. Wednesdays 8 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday. And if you don't get a chance to watch it live, make sure you tune in on YouTube or Twitch and watch the replay. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.
Got it. Later.